You see, the Bible was speaking in 1 John chapter 2 and verse 12 down to verse 14. John was speaking. He said, I write unto you little children. He said, because your sins are forgiven for his name's sake. He now went down to young men. He said, I write unto you young men. He said, because ye are strong and the word of the Lord abideth in you, and because ye have overcome the wicked one. He now went to the fathers. He said, I write unto you fathers. He said, because ye have known him from the beginning. So while John was articulating believers, he classified them into 3 classes. He said the first kind of believers we have, he said they are little children. And he said the reason why they are little children is because they have not understood how to live above sin. And because of the finished work of Christ, the Bible said so. He said their sins were forgiven. So John classified those set of persons under little children. But the Bible now went to a higher class of beings in the kingdom. He said they are young men. And he said those young men, the reason why they are young men is because they have grown in strength. They have grown in strength. That's the only way they could overcome the wicked one, because they grew in strength. They grew in strength. The reason why the devil is making a mess of so many persons is because they have not grown in strength. Your capacity is seen in the days of adversity. If you have not grown in strength, then you'll be shut out. You'll be shut out from the commonwealth of Israel. So when we wait on God, what we are doing is that we are growing in strength. So you understand that we are not just wasting time here. What we are doing is that we are growing in strength. That's the only way we can overcome the wicked one. The Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord, they shall renew their strength. There is another energy that comes upon them. On the strength of that energy, they could go to their walls and do signs and wonders. They grew in strength. They grew in strength. How do you think Abraham took 318 men from his own household and conquered 5 kingdoms and recover Lot? He grew in strength. There is an energy you must have to contend with the darkness of his age. If you don't have that energy, you become a puppet of the devil. You become a puppet of the devil. No wonder David told us, he said, as the deer panted after the water brooks, he said, so my soul longeth after you. So the reason why he became strong, and he said, by my God, I ran through a troop, I lived over it was not because of his prowesses. The guy had capacity. He had strength as the deer panted. So every time he goes to the altar, he begins to wail. He wails. On the strength of that wailing, he could conquer kingdoms. So as we are wailing like this, what is happening is that the renewal of strength. You now leave this place with another energy that people look at you and they say, what has happened to this guy? Because while you came, you were not like that. But you left and there is another power that came upon you. Man, to me with strength. It's on that strength that you can run signs and wonders for God. Who told you men of the kingdom are weak? There is something they have entered into. There is an economy of power they have entered into on the account of their waiting. The Bible says time will fail me to talk of Gideon and of Barak, of Jephthah, of David, of Samson, and of the prophets who through faith subdue kingdoms. So those guys wrought righteousness. They obtained promise. They shut the mouth of lions. Women brought their dead back to life. They grew in capacity. They grew in strength. So as we are waiting, what is happening is that strength is being renewed. So as the guy is bouncing in prayer, strength is renewed. He thought he's just praying in tongue. Another measure is coming upon him. So when he leaves, you now see that he's flying on another pedestal. Strength. Man to me. Man to me. I don't need to cajole you anymore. Man to me. Man to me. That when you leave this place, you can go to the gates of your father's house. You can go to the powers that have held you bound and say, lift up your heads, O you gates, and be ye lifted up your everlasting doors. There is a strength that must come upon you. Somebody's getting it now.